A very good afternoon, viewers. In today's class, we'll be doing the mechanism for halogenation of benzene. Benzene can be halogenated directly with chlorine and with bromine only. During chlorination, you require anhydrous AlCl3 or FeCl3 or FeBr3. Any one of these would do, as the three of them are Lewis acids. The same is true for bromination also. You may use FeBr3 or you may use FeCl3 or anhydrous AlCl3. Whatever you may use, the product formed would be H is lost from the benzene, so it is either HCl or HBr, while here you would have either a chloro or a bromo. So when you want a benzene to be bound to a chlorine or a bromine, you need to add on Cl2 or Br2 in the presence of a Lewis acid. Lewis acid is electron deficient identity. Just for the information, looking at the mechanism for chlorination. The step one is the chlorine molecule in this mechanism reacts with the anhydrous AlCl3, the Lewis acid, which is seeking electrons, leads this bond to break by heterolysis. The shed pair of electron goes to one chlorine. This chlorine therefore becomes negatively charged. Since now it has electrons, it is grabbed by the Lewis acid. Hence you are left with AlCl3 takes away the Cl minus, becomes AlCl4 with a negative charge, and you are left with a Cl positive, the target you require, which is your electrophile. The electrophiles can easily attack onto the benzene ring due to the presence of the pi electron system. This pi bond breaks here. Hence this carbon gets a negative charge and chloride therefore attacks onto this carbon, leading to these bonds remain intact. This bond is broken. The Cl attacks here. It already has an H. The bond from this carbon has taken away the electrons. So this carbon gets a positive charge. Now, due to resonance, this carbon pulls the electrons from the adjacent carbon, the pi bonded electrons. These pi bonded electrons move here. Hence, your next resonating structure would be unaffected HNCl. Positive charge goes due to the presence of electrons now, while this carbon has lost the electrons, gets a positive charge. For the resonating structure, this carbon requires electrons, so this pi electron system moves here to form a bond, leading to the next resonating structure, which would be NH, a Cl intact. Bond comes here, and here you get a positive charge on this. The last structure, this carbon requires electrons, but there's no pi bond here. The bond which cleaves is this bond. The electrons shift here. H is lost as an H positive. Hence, your final resultant here would be Cl intact, bond here, here and here, and a proton is lost. The third step. In the third step, the byproduct of the first step was AlCl4 minus. Byproduct of the second step was H plus. And these combine, giving you back your AlCl3, which is your regenerated catalyst. And the byproduct that you're left with is HCl. I repeat it once over. The halogen undergoes heterolytic cleavage in the presence of a Lewis acid. Lewis acid is seeking electrons. It takes away the Cl minus, forming AlCl4 negative. The Cl plus, which is left over, is the requirement, the electrophile. Electrophiles can easily attack onto a benzene ring due to the presence of the pi electron cloud. On the attachment of this Cl plus, it leads to the resonating structures where the positive charge resonates in the benzene ring, ultimately leading to a liberation of H positive and a chlorobenzene is formed. The final step would be the regeneration of the catalyst. Your catalyst was anhydrous AlCl3. This AlCl4 minus combines with H plus of the second step, leading to catalyst which is regenerated for further use, and HCl is the byproduct. Thank you.